Have you ever wondered how some people have a seemingly endless list of things to do in retirement and some others are just finding their way through? Let me teach you how to make the never-ending bucket list. Hi, my name is Dave Grant. I am the founder of Retirement Matters, and welcome back to another episode of the 5-Minute Retirement Plan. Today we're talking about creating bucket lists that seemingly go on forever, and they will take you through various stages of retirement. So if you haven't heard about the stages of retirement, it can be split into 3 sections, and they've got some cool nicknames. You've got the go-go years, you've got the slow-go years, and you've got the no-go years. Let me take you through each of them. So when you retire, you are going into these go-go years. These are the years where you get to do all the fun stuff that you've been putting off because you didn't have the time or you didn't have the money, and you are in your optimal health, hopefully, for going into retirement compared to your later years. And this is where you get to do a lot of fun stuff and really get to enjoy the initial throes of retirement. So what does that actually mean? So for people who want to, we are talking about these big travel bucket lists. We're talking about international travel, going to places for an extended period of time, going to places where they're a little scary, and people just don't usually go for a week at a time. Sometimes if you're in retirement, you may go for a week, you may go for 4, you may go for 7. It doesn't matter anymore because time is your own. You get to decide what you do when you travel. Now, for those who do not want to travel a lot, this is where it can be, let's find a second home in a different location we can live at. Let's go start exploring that area of the country or the world, depending on where you want to choose that home. And let's start to build a second life, so to speak. We've got our life at home. Let's figure out what life looks like when we change location and change house. For many people, those activities are expensive. So it comes down to, well, what can I do at my time when I'm at my house and I don't have any work anymore? Then it comes into hobbies. This is either really amping up what you're doing with the hobbies that you already like to do, or it's learning new things and just being adventurous, trying out different things that you think, I might enjoy this, I might not. If I do enjoy it, I'll carry on doing it. If I don't, then I'll drop it and I'll pick up something new. These people, you see them doing all these fun classes. They're going here, there, and everywhere, and they don't really care. They're doing all the fun stuff that they want to do, and they're just enjoying life. Now, for the people retiring where they have felt that they may have neglected family a little bit, or they just want to be around more, that's when you find that they are hosting all the time. They're either going out to fun dinners with lots of family, they're hosting at their house, they're taking on the big family celebrations around the holidays, or they're having the cookouts in the summer, and they're doing a lot of stuff with family at home or elsewhere. That is the fun stuff when you realize, okay, my time is my own, and if I want to spend it with my family, shoot, I'm going to do it as much as they will let me. So those are the go-go years. Typically, it's going to be when you retire and kind of up into your early to mid-70s. Well, what happens when life and your body just tells you to slow down a little bit? You may have completed all those bucket lists. Let's go into those slow-go years. This can be mid-70s to mid-80s during that time period when you kind of realize, okay, maybe I don't need to travel. I might not be jetting here, there, and everywhere trying to find different lives and different hobbies and hosting all these family gatherings. It becomes a slower lifestyle. So what does that actually look like? Well, if you've been jetting here, there, and everywhere, it might be traveling more locally. It might be taking less trips per year, but actually spending longer in those locations, so you're not picking up and moving all the time. It may be spending more relaxed time with family, and it may be really focusing on the hobbies that you enjoy that are less intense, but really give you that pleasure in life and helps, bring some meaning to you. The one thing that I tell people to do is don't give up the fitness journey. One of the precursors to a long and happy life is being healthy. So that's going to be lots of walking. It's going to be not being idle for too long. Strangely enough, it can involve some strength training, even for people in their mid-70s, because you still need strong muscles in order to be able to move and be healthy. So what happens in those no-go years? These are the mid-80s to the rest of your life. That's going to be where you just relax. A lot of the time, it's going to be people coming to you. You're not able to get out and go here, there, and everywhere anymore. But if you still want to host, families are coming to your house. You may have people bringing all the food to you because You may have the space, but you now don't have the desire or the wherewithal to actually produce that huge meal for everybody. It's going to be those hobbies that are still meaningful to you, but they might not be going out and being active. It could just be staying at the home or going to a community center and just doing the hobbies with people there who enjoy it too. One thing I found with people who are getting to this stage of life is giving back becomes more and more of a priority. Whether it's time or money or just words of wisdom, they are finding that they're in that stage where they can benefit a lot of people with their skills, their money, and their time, and they enjoy doing that and are finding that it's very valuable both for them and the people that are receiving it. Now, personal story from me, my grandmother, before she passed away, she really enjoyed genealogy. So she would research all the way back through our family tree, and she found all these photographs. And before she passed away, she gave me a photograph album from as far back as she could go, and she mapped out the whole family tree. That has obviously progressed using different technology now, but it's something that I found that a lot of people who are getting to that stage of life where they're looking back a lot, that becomes a really fruitful thing to do. Figure out where you've come from. Map all these things out. Find the photographs of your fun life that you've lived. And maybe if you want to pass that down to your heirs as well, that becomes a great family heirloom. So as you can see, this bucket list goes on forever. It doesn't need to stop. It just evolves, just based on your health, your happiness, how you want to be progressing through retirement, and what you want to focus on. If you have any questions about planning for your retirement, my name is Dave Grant. You can find me at Retirement Matters, and I'll see you on the next video.
Dave Grant is the founder of Retirement Matters, a wealth management firm in Barrington, Illinois. Dave specializes in helping people transition into retirement, specifically executives at AbbVie and Illinois teachers in the TRS pension system. If you have concerns about your retirement transition and want help from a fee-only advisor with decades of experience helping people like you can learn more at www.retirementmatters.co.